It's very exciting to attempt to solve a challenge for your customers. You jump into go mode and you come up with all kinds of possible solutions. However, without stopping and actually analyzing the issues at hand, you have no idea if the solutions you're going to create are the right solution for your students. Here's what usually happens. You either identify a need or you say something like, I bet this is a training problem. People need to learn how to do whatever. Maybe I should create a course on that. Should you immediately answer, yes, that would be awesome to this thought? Your gut may say, well, I could sell these folks a premium course. That's what they need. The reality is very different. You're only seeing a problem as a training problem you solve with a class. The problem with this is twofold. First, a course is the most time-consuming and expensive thing that you could build for both you and your students. Having to spend all the time it takes to build a course for your students is difficult, and it takes a while if you plan to do it right. For your students, courses take time for them to go through. Secondly, are there other solutions you can offer that will do the job as good or better than a media-driven course? A core part of your job as a course builder is to create experiences that allow your students to actually learn something, retain that information, and eventually experience a transformation in a new and improved way. To achieve this end, a key skill for you to have is to have a solid understanding of how people actually learn something new. Let's pause for a moment and consider real life. Think about this scenario. You want to plant a garden at your house. You have no idea how to do this. You have no understanding of which plants to buy. You don't know which part of your lawn is best for a garden. You also don't even know if the soil in your yard is the right soil for a garden. So what do? Really? First, you probably go to Google and perform a search about gardening. One answer will lead you to other questions, and so on. As part of that search effort, you'll probably read articles on various sites or posts on sites like Reddit or some other forum. As you go through the search results, you'll undoubtedly look for image references showing you the various plants, garden layouts, and photos of other people's gardens. I'm willing to bet that as part of that, you will definitely watch videos either embedded in the articles or you'll find some on YouTube. In all of this, you'll probably identify some experts that show up repeatedly. This might include some independent nurseries that are savvy on the web, or it might be a site like HomeDepot.com. At this point in your journey, you may come across a low-cost info product or a lead magnet. Another thing you'll probably do is search Pinterest. As part of this, you might create a board for gardening items of interest. This is a custom list of articles and images that you can return to over and over as a reference point for yourself. With the information about who experts are, you might go to Amazon and identify a book or two. You'll probably read the comments and use that as a judge of the information quality. From there, you might go to a library or a bookstore, and in the end, you'll probably read a book. You may also come back to that expert to either buy a low-priced information product or one of their entry-level courses. Chances are, at this point, you've probably figured out the answers to most of your immediate questions. More than likely, you'll go to a place like Target, Walmart, Home Depot, or Lowe's, and you'll actually start buying the supplies and plants that you need for your garden. You'll go home and you'll start making the garden. You're going to either love it at this point and get serious, or you'll decide it isn't for you and you'll move on to something else, which is also okay. If you're getting more serious, you'll find a podcast to listen to. You may even join a Facebook or LinkedIn group. You may also look in meetup.com for a local gardening group you can join and socialize with other gardeners, successful and hobbyists. This is the point in which you will probably sign up for that flagship course on gardening. You've done some gardening and you've decided that you liked it. Now you're ready to go all in and learn everything you can about gardening. The point is that for most people, this comes later in their learning journey after being involved in a meetup or going to the library and finding a group there. Your local gardening shop may even offer a course. But that high-priced flagship course was definitely not high on the list of things for you to do as you started your quest on how to have a garden. That's interesting, isn't it? What's your first inclination? Build that high-priced premium course. Now, shift your attention back to the question at hand. You were of the opinion that the first thing you should do is build a large course to teach people something because that's what you believed your people needed. When you frame that against normal human behavior, this premium content is lower on the list of what people want or seek out. So you certainly have a job ahead of you because you need to become a detective and determine what they actually need and want to buy. Now, I'm not telling you that your customer didn't need a class. That's not the point here. What I'm saying is that you should look at the full journey and provide your students with the appropriate learning solution at different parts of that journey. There will absolutely be people that want to go all in and purchase your flagship course, but there will also be people that just need a push in the right direction.